Good evening, everyone. This is BremSter, and I am continuing my mammoth recording session of the Hamilton Sudoku series. I planned to bash out quite a lot of them, and I had a massive interruption, which if you saw yesterday's video, you know about. So this is the Federalist Papers. This is mentioned in one of my favorite tracks in the musical, definitely one of the most emotional for me for kind of backstage reasons. This is the end of Act 1. This is non-stop. After the war, we went back to New York, and it has some of my favorite memories from performers who I've gotten to know, and seeing people I know play Burr through this track. This is a track that is heavily performed by Burr. And while this is listed as by Hamilton, Madison, and John Jay, because they're the people who wrote the Federalist Papers, in the end they wrote 89 papers in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5, Madison wrote 25, and Hamilton wrote the other 51. I think that's the correct math. It's been a long time since I've listened to Hamilton. I've deliberately been avoiding it, and I need to actually listen to it and get back in the mindset for it. It seems a bit weird that I've been avoiding it, but there's reasons, and I've needed to distance myself. Yep, even I have needed to distance myself from it. But in a week, I'm going to be seeing the show, and I've been asked by people who have been involved in the show in the past to make an assessment of it, and I need to do a good job of that. So, yeah, this is the Federalist Papers. If you're not interested in Hamilton or musicals at all, please just enjoy the puzzles. These have been designed to be more approachable than many of the puzzles. These are definitely designed to be halfway between coffee break and lunch break. I've been told there are some tricky ones in the series. I don't know when they're coming along. I don't even know who created these puzzles. As you can see, they've all been created anonymously, and they've all been created specifically for my channel so I can record them while I'm away on holidays or dealing with other stresses in my life. So thank you to everyone who is involved for being part of it. I cannot thank you all enough. Let's have a look at the Federalist Papers. I'm rambling a bit on the intros because I don't know what I've said, because I think I've recorded 6 of these in a row. I've lost track because of the break I took last one, but I'm just recording and recording and recording and recording. So when you do that all in the same day, you go, I have no idea what I'm just repeating what I said. I just don't know. Let's have a look at the puzzle. So normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage, and digits may not repeat within cages, which means even though by Sudoku they could both be maybe 8, they can't be, because that's repeating the digit in the cage. Clues outside the grid give the sum of the digits along the indicated diagonal. So for example, this 51 clue means that those digits there must sum to 51. I am probably going to take liberal use of the new the digit sums, calculate sum cell sums feature, which I think you can see here under the advanced settings in Sven's Sudoku pad, where highlighted cells, it gives you the sum of them above the title of the puzzle on the right hand side. But yeah, it just means that these have to sum to 51. Digits may repeat along that line, which is good because otherwise you couldn't get there. What else have we got? Cells separated by a black dot are in a ratio of 1 to 2. Not all dots are necessarily given. They're all the rules we have. I have no idea on the difficulty of this one. I'm hoping it's a lunch break puzzle because it's getting late and I'm getting drunk. Let's restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So this could be a low-high puzzle, because we know that these are all low digits. And we may be able to tell differences. Like, these are all low. And this is a different form of low than this. So this is either 1, 4 or 2, 3. And this cannot be the same sort of 1, 4 or 2, 3. So this is a different type of blue. Not sure if that's enough. And I can tell this is different to this, but I don't know which one is which. So that's not helping me yet. 29 in 4, though, is fixed, isn't it? Because 6, 7, 8, 9 is Yeah, this is 5789. I'm sure of it. Because 6789, which is the four largest digits summed to 30, all of these are 5789. Well, these ones are. These are 5789. Right. And the reason that they're 5789 is 6789 sums to 30. And in order to get 29, I need to reduce one digit by one. If I reduce the 9, I'd have 6788, which is two eights, and I can't do it. If I reduce the 7, it would be if I reduce the 9, it'd be two eights. If I reduce the 7, it would be 6689, and that doesn't work. The only digit you can reduce by one is the 6 without causing a duplication, and that makes it 5789. So these are all 5789, and on black dots, you can never put 5, 7, or 9. And there's a lot of people, the way I've started thinking about this, which has really clarified it in my head, is on a black dot, you must have a low digit and an even digit, because you must always have a number and double its number, which will always be even. 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 6, 4 and 8. And you have to stop there because then you go 5, 10. And out of those numbers, because it either must be a low digit, 1 to 4, or an even digit, 2, 4, 6, and 8, you can never put 5, 7, and 9 on a black dot because they are neither low nor even. So 5, 7, and 9 comes out of there. This becomes the 8, and there is no 8 in here. This is the same. Can't be 5, 7, or 9. This is 8. There is no 8 in here. The only digit that could be on a dot with an 8 is 4, because remember, low, even, and half of 8 is 4. I can't double the 8, and that means this cannot be 1, 4. This is 2, 3. This can't be 2, 3, or I'd have 3, 2, 3s in the column. This is 1, 4. If this is a 1, this is a 2. If this is a 4, this is a 2, because it can't be an 8. So this is always a 2. This is a 3. This is a 2. This is progress. This 4, of course, made this 1 and this 4. I could have done that right at the beginning. I'm actually going to get rid of the blue coloring because I may not need it. Not make everything blue. That was a little over the top. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8, because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 6 or 8 only. Now, the diagonals are going to come into play at some point, and I'm going to be terrible at them. Absolutely stunningly terrible. So this can't be 1, 2, it can't be 2, 4, and it can't be 4, 8. This is a 3, 6, and I can't put 6 into a 5 cage. So this is the 3, this is the 6, this is a 2. And these are 1, 5, 7, and 9. And I can't put 1 down here. This is a 5, 7, 9. This becomes a 1. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 3, and 6, and there's no 1 or 3 there. This is the 6. This is a 1, 3 pair. Now this 8 takes 8 out of there. 8 must actually be in here because this is a 5, 7, 8, 9 quadruple and there's no 8 in there. So 8 is in there and therefore not there. Which means 8 is in one of those two because it must be in one of these three by Sudoku and it can't be here. Because these two 8s are knocking it out of there, that 8 is knocking it out of there, that 8 is knocking it out of there. Those are the only cells left. This can't be 2, 4 or 4, 8, but it could be 1, 2 in this order. So 1, 2 or 3, 6 in either order. Huh. This dot might be limited. If it's 1, 2, it's in that order. It can't be 2, 4 because I can't put either 2 or 4 there. If it's 3, 6, it's in that order. And it can't be 4, 8. So these are the only possibilities, which means this can't be 2, 3 or I'd have nothing to put there. Let me confirm that. 1, 2 could go in that order. Can't do 2, 4. Can do 3, 6 and can't do 4, 8. This has to be 2 or 3. This is a 1, 4. This becomes 6. This becomes 3. The 1, 4 here means this is 1. It's the only place I could put it in the box because the 1, 4 knocks the 1 out of there. This is 1, 4. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2, 6, and 8. But there's no 6 there. This is 2, 8. This becomes the 6. Which makes some sort of sense. But this is 2, 8. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 7, and 9. I'm getting more 5, 7, 9s. This is also a 5, 7, 9 for the row. 4 in this column can't be in this box, can't be there. So it's in one of those two. It's going to be the little killers sooner rather than later, isn't it? And I'm avoiding them. So let's mark where they go. That's one of them. That's another one of them. Oh, I'm gonna hate this. That's another one of them. And that is another one of them. Oh, I'm gonna hate this so much. So they've all got to be forced fairly high, don't they? Can I do this in my head? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is just a resounding no. So this is a 2. So these cells have to sum to 49. The maximum I can put in there is 17. The maximum I can put in there is 17. 17 and 17 is 34. Plus 9 is 43. Yeah, this could still be... Hang on. If I do 17, which is 8 and 9, and then 17, and then I do 6 and 9, what do I get up to? I get up to 49, which is enough. Just. So if this is 2, and this is 8, 9, and this is 8, 9, and this is 9, and this is 6, and I add all of those together, that is exactly 51. So that's what they have to be. This has to be 8, 9. This has to be 6. This has to be 9 and 8 because I can't put the 8 there because the 8s are in there. This is not the 8 and there's no 9 in here. And this has to be 9. And now if I add all of these together, I've got 51. That is absolutely correct. And this 51 clue is now done. And I am going to use a calculator for it because I am so bad at math and it's not worth wasting anyone's time watching me do that. Now, I cannot put 9 on a white dot. Remember, low or even. So this has to be 8, 4. This becomes the 9. 6 here makes this 3. Now, this one is going to be almost as forced, but nowhere near as much because this is also low, but this and these could be higher. In fact, 9 is in one of those two. These are not 9. These are 1, 2, 4, and 8. Well, I can't put 8 there. I can't do 2 or 4 there. Can't put 1 there. Not sure which line to look at next. This is not a 9. So 9 is in one of those two. So where does 9 go in this box? Can't go in there because of that 9. Can't go in there because then I couldn't put a 9 in this cage and that 9 sees that cell and that's not a 9. So this is a 9. So I've already got 21 on this line. These need to sum to another 30. So the maximum these can be is 16. So these need to be at least 14. This has got a maximum of 7 though. It could be 7, 7 or... So this could be 7, 7 or it could be 9... no, but the thing is, they don't have to be this. This is the problem I have with Little Killer because these could be different. But there's no 9 in either of those. So that is a 9. Is it this 29 cage? Because it must have 3 and 9 in it, which sums to 12. So the others sum to 17. And I can't use an 8 in it because I can't put 8 in any of those cells because of these 3 8s. So these sum, so it's a 29 cage. Again, I'm going to use the killer calculator with 3 and 9 and no 8. So this is 3, 4, 6, 7, 9. So this is 4, 6, 7. There's no 6 in here, and this is the 6. This is a 4, 7, which looks down making this 5 and 7. That's interesting. It puts 7 in one of those two. Actually, this is a 5, 7 pair because of the 5 and the 7, and this is 1 and 2. And we know the order, 1 and 2, because of that 2. That 1 makes this 8, which means this is not 8. There is a 2 in one of those. Well, it's not there. This is the 2. So this is 1, 4. Nifty. This is now a 3 because 3 is not in any of those. That's a 3. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 2, 3, or 5. It's not 2, but it means it's not 8. This is the 8. This line. Those already sum to 31, so I need to get these up to 20. I can't put 9s or 8s into these. So the maximum this is 14 if they're 7 and 7. So this has to be at least 6, but it can't be 6. So this is 7, 8, or 9. Which is kind of whoop-de-doo. 8 is in one of those. Oh, this 1, 4 looks over saying that's not the 4. This is the 4. This is the 8. So, wait a minute. So that is 5, 7, and 9 because these are 5, 7, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. These are 5, 7, and 9. That gives me a 5, 7, 9 triple. That becomes an 8. This is 5, 7, and 9. I'm getting 5, 7, 9s everywhere. I have a plague of 5, 7, 9s. But this line now has 39 on it. So these have to sum to 12. So if this is a 5, 7. If this is a 7, this is a 5. If this is a 5, this is a 7. And they're different. So this and this are the same cell and have to live somewhere up here. But this is a 5, 7 as well for the row. I may end up having to colour 5, 7s. This 8 makes this 2 and this 8. I really may end up having to colour 5, 7s, mightn't I? This can't be 1, 4 because that would break that. This is 2, 3. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 1, 4, and 6. That's not 1 or 4. That's the 6. This is a 1, 4. And these are 1, 4, 6. There's no 4 or 6 there. This is a 1. So this is a 4 and this is a 6. The 4 looks up making this 1 and this 4. The 4 looks down making this 1 and this 4. This 4 made this 7 ages ago and this 4, or yeah, ages ago. I just didn't see it, which makes this 5, which means this is 7 to make the total work. If I select all of those now, the purple total is 51. So the 51 clue here is done. Now that 7 makes this 5, which makes this 9. That means this is not 9. This 7 looks down making this 5 and this 7. This is 7 now, which means there's no 7 over here. This is a 5, 9, so this is 7. Now this line, those cells there sum to 37. So 51 minus 37 is 14. Is that right? 51 minus 37 is 14. So I need 14. So it's either 9, 5 or 7, 7. If this is a 7, that'd be a 7. I can't do it. This is a 5. This is a 9, which means this is a 5. This is a 7. This is a 5. There's no 5 in those, but this 9 looks up making that the 7 and that the 9. Green, if I select all of green, is now summing to 51, so I can turn off green. And now if I select blue and turn off that, I've got 46. So I need another 5 to get to 51. And if I select blue again, I've got all of the little killers done. So I can just turn around and go, I have completed my little killerdom. This 1 looks over making this 3 and this 1. The 3 looks back making this 2 and this 3. This is not 3. This row actually this 5 makes this 2, doesn't it? So this is the 1, 1, 2. This is the 3. The 2 and the 5 look down, making this 3. This 5 looks across, taking 5 out of those. This is 7, 9, so this is 5. Use that 9 to look down, making that 7 and that 9. And now I've just got a single box. I need to put a 2 in it. That 2 means it's not there, so that's the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that, again, hey, your grid is pretty great, is the Federalist Papers by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. John Jay got sick after writing 5. Hamilton wrote 51 of the 79. That's pretty impressive. Is it 79, 89? I think it was 89. I'm not going to look it up. Get a history lesson. Look it up. Listen to the musical. That's one way of doing it. Yes, I should know the lyrics. I used to listen to this show almost every day, and I have not listened to it in a month or so. Yep, that's how long. Last time I listened to it was live about a month, actually less than a month after it opened in Brisbane, and it's been closed in Brisbane now for a few weeks. So yeah, it's been a while. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the puzzle. I hope you're enjoying the series. As I said, even if you don't like musicals, I hope you're enjoying the puzzles because they're really fun puzzles. And yeah, I will say that, yeah, I really do hope that people like enough to subscribe and tell other people about the channel and share what I'm trying to do here, because I am just trying to bring puzzles that people can relax and do. And I do hope people watch the videos rather than just grab the puzzles and never come back, because that's what causes YouTube to drive up engagement and potentially share it with other people who like puzzles. I do not get a lot of engagement from YouTube because most people click on, grab the puzzle link and then never come back. And it kind of sucks, but you know, I enjoy doing this, so I'm going to stick at it as long as I can. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, as always, good luck with your solving.